I just want to say something. Yesterday, we had like 4 black youth, if you want to call them black, melanated, African American, whatever, like wilding out. I'm a station manager here at Metro for here in DC, and these young men were going from station to station just causing havoc, you know what I'm saying? And it happens all the time, you know what I'm saying, with the youngins. They out here wilding out, like they don't really have no direction. They come from one neighborhood over to another, and they just wild it out. And I could kind of see, why they do it. Maybe their neighborhood is not, healthy for them to be in, so they go somewhere else. And I guess, they have the reputation of having a rough neighborhood, and they come over here to more suburban area or whatever, they wild out, like, oh man, this here, man, we, so they want to flex, they young, this, that, and the other. They probably didn't even flex like that in their neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? But my point is, I've seen many videos and I've talked to several different people, and they say that, it's our fault, you know what I'm saying? We being the more mature people, or the mature leadership in our race, you know what I'm saying, as far as our age is concerned. Like, it's our fault that they act that way, their parents' fault that they act that way, the so-called community's fault that they act that way. And I have to say that they right, you know what I'm saying? But it take more than just that, to put the blame on somebody else, when we all need to be taking responsibility. I work as a social worker, outside of what I do here at Metro. Right now, it's kind of slow because the population that I work with, they generally, go into the facilities, you see what I'm saying? And at those facilities, they have the resources that they need, as opposed to me giving them an assessment and a referral to go to the resources and get, go to the facilities to get the resources that they need. Now, I'm saying that to say this, that there are no so-called black, African-American, melanated, whatever you want to call yourself. Let's just make sure we establish that. So if I do say black or whatever, you know what I'm saying. In any of these programs that could help these youth, like Big Brothers and Little Sisters, the ratio of black men in that organization is like 1%. Trust me, 1%. 1%. It's no black men in those kind of programs, to try to help these youngins out here wilding out. None. Any type of organization that you would think that is beneficial for, they say disadvantaged youth or urban youth, you know what I'm saying? They youth, period. They young, hormones and stuff running out through them. They just need a certain type of redirection and geared towards something that they feel is beneficial to them, something that they're interested in, that need to be cultivated, you know what I'm saying? They need to be grown, they seedlings, you grow them, you don't construct them the way how you see that they should be. You let them know some things of basic moral, not to go out here and knock somebody up the head like what they was doing, riding they scooters all through the station and ramming them into the equipment inside the station, getting on the train. This I'm just saying, this is what they were doing yesterday. Getting on the train, taking out the hot sticks and hitting the emergency device on the train. Now, we have to do better. We really have to, do a whole lot better than what we doing with our youth. You know, instead of having all these one little programs here and there, have one unified program. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, set it up to where, you know, they can always have something to do. You know, I remember when I was growing up, we had football leagues. You know, I mean, in some places they still do have that, and they're, you know, governed by black men. You know, the sisters came, they created cheerleader squads. You know what I'm saying? These are things that they kind of did. And it just wasn't, you know, the sport as an activity. You couldn't even play if you didn't even do your home. You couldn't train if you didn't do your homework. You know what I'm saying? You know, the sisters had it set up to where, you know, they taught these young girls to be young ladies. You know, told them how to conduct themselves, you know, how to be respectful to themselves, you know, instead of ripping and running. And that was something that was beneficial for them. Ain't no telling what was going on at their house. Even though I talked to some of the youth, and they be saying, you know, like, man, I don't want to go home because my mother this, or, you know, my uncle that, you know what I'm saying? They needed somewhere to be, you know. Y'all out here running, chasing this damn money. When you so dumb, I'm gonna be straight up, you dumber than a motherfucker. You need to be concentrating on these kids, man. What they gonna have when they grow up? How you gonna be represented when they grow up? Because they gonna be the one telling your story. Look at us now. What stories we telling? We telling stories of our own people, you know, from back then. What they gonna say about us? Man, they was weak. They ain't even care about us. They're gonna be ripping and running, you know, doing whatever. It's just gonna be them. They will probably won't even have no family. They probably ain't gonna want a family, because they see how destruct and jacked up we dealing with our families. You see what I'm saying? Getting divorced. And I'm divorced, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna claim that I'm a victim or anything like that. You know, it was a learning process. I know now, I'm awake. But this is what our youth see. It is our fault. It really is. Man, we need an army. You understand what I'm saying? We need an army of men to go out here and talk to these youth. Let them know. Y'all having this Black Lives Matter, or, you know, we need to unite thing up over here. Man, we need to have a youth rally. You see what I'm saying? Let them know that we care about them. You know, let them know that y'all the future. And all that damn energy that's in them now, man, shoot. Ain't nobody gonna be able to stop them if you direct that in the right way. We need some sergeants, some lieutenants, and some generals by the age of about 40. You know what I'm saying? Half of the old heads, man, they done kind of like really got settled into this and that. I ain't trying to be doing no marching. I ain't got time for all that. You feel what I'm saying? I'm out here on the front, really grunt, reconnaissance style. You know what I'm saying? Seeing who's who. I know who where I live, but a lot of them still like caught up in, you know, like a lot of different things, man. All I'm saying, we need to focus on our youth. I'm hoping that y'all listening to these messages that I'm putting up out there. You need to wake up. Have a youth rally. You understand what I'm saying? Nationwide. Let them know that, look, this here is how we gonna do this. See what I'm saying? Because they our future. They our future. They the ones gonna be telling our story. You want them to be telling a story that these whack-ass assholes out here marching? You know what I'm saying? That's what you want to say? You know, you want them to say they didn't set us up to be enslaved? You know what I'm saying? Even worse than how the people we talk about were enslaved, our ancestors, huh? They were too scared to do anything, so we did this. You know, is that what y'all want them to talk about? I don't want nobody talking about me like that. The hell no. You can say I was crazy, but that motherfucker did what he's supposed to done. I'm going to keep it real, you know. The hell with all that politically correct English. And I'm said that before. This is not my language. I'm going to speak it the way how I want to speak it. You know what I'm saying? Wake up, folks. Wake up. For real. Let these youth know that you care about them. You know, let them know. Let them know. You have to, because that's you going on in the future. You know, we immortal. You don't even see that. That's you going on into the future. And our whole lineage, our whole existence. That's the greatest embodiment of God forever. Living forever. You don't want that body to be bitter. You don't want that body to be bitter. Because it ain't going to do nothing but manifest the cancer that we already got within us. And that's this damn system and their white ideals. You don't want that. Love is a powerful thing. Love is a love that can eradicate sickness. You understand what I'm saying? It ain't that we hate this system or hate, you know, the white man, this, that, and the other. Because that hate is a cancerous situation. You don't need that in your body. But you can love in a way to where it's like a mother chastising a child. You know what I'm saying? To eradicate all of the foolishness, all the wrong. You know what I'm saying? You can love somebody strong enough to take them out of their misery. You understand? That horse break his leg, you gonna put it down because you love it. You don't want it suffering. We don't need all that kind of stuff, man. I'm not with no white supremacy shit, because if I say white supremacy, that's like saying that they already over me. Nah, it's white oppression. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. But anyway, you know, I hope y'all got something from this video. And we need to, you know, really get to our youth before it's too late. Really, we need to really get to them. All right.